Hi, it's Charity, your host, still on a talk show with Charity on her employment experience, employer/employees palaver and relationship, part 8. Dear me, if you want your own story to be told, either as an employer or an employee, your story could be an encouragement to someone passing through same. If you've not watched or listened to my previous talk shows, I advise you quickly do that so you could flow with the storyline. You are blessed. The bullying, gifting, and returning of gift in my miracle job. And so the bullying from this individual, my co-employee, continued, especially that one of not approving the car for me. But I refused to tell my employer, even when I was advised to do so. I refused because I thought it was just her initial gara as one of the new heads in the company, and that it would definitely stop one day. So I decided not to bother my employer, but endure the pain while it lasts. But I was wrong, because it never stopped. Rather, it kept increasing. You could remember in my previous talk show, part 7 precisely, I told you I developed cold feet going to work along the line, which resulted to me going late to work as well. That was because my motivation and my working spirit was tampered with by this individual's attitude towards me. So on that fateful day, we were to welcome a new staff that was to resume with us in our branch. So on coming to work that very day, this new staff was already in the office. Because I was late as usual. The office opens 8 a.m. while I came 9 a.m. that very morning. And then this new staff unintentionally exposed the time I came to work to my employer. It wasn't a deliberate act, but I won't lie, I was very mad at her. I could still remember the exact word I said, which was, "You've come to add to my problems," because I was indeed battling with one already. She sincerely apologized and I let go. Nobody is above mistake after all. As a result of my lateness being exposed, I was issued a transferred letter back to the head office that very day, which took effect immediately. When I saw this letter, I felt very bad because I knew of a truth, my problems has just been increased. My thought was, oh God, this individual's bullying was affecting me even though I was in another branch, far from her. How would it be if we walk under same roof every day? I was so worried, I won't lie, but I resumed and the lateness continued. Of a truth, I must tell you that my employer wasn't happy with the time I comes to work. He kept talking to me, warning me, but I never told him what my problem was because I was hopeful that this individual's attitude towards me was going to change. I must tell you, I fought that spirit of lateness that took over me, but I couldn't kill it. Not until a concerned colleague of mine suggested a way to kill this lateness and advised me to key in, which I did. Lo and behold, I was able to kill it, and I started coming very early. At 7 a.m., I was already in the office. And I want to appreciate this, my colleague, Mr. T account, for your suggestions and advice. And I also want to appreciate and thank all my colleagues that showed me care and concern during my lateness phase. Even Lady J account, whom my employer complained to about my lateness, you took your time to advise me. You showed me concern. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. May my God bless you all. Let's continue. I started coming very early to work, but the bully madam never stopped bullying me. I was hoping for her to stop. Rather, it was increasing. And it increased to the level I could not endure it anymore. I had to speak out. I told my employer. I told him of what I was passing through. At first, he never did anything, but as I kept complaining, I guess he talked some sense into her. And she slowed down a bit and was nice to me. To the extent that during my birthday, she gifted me. It was a huge surprise to me and everyone, especially my closest colleagues in the company. Were like, what is happening? It was indeed a surprise because everyone in that company knew that this individual hated me. I used the gift because I had nothing against her. So during her birthday, I reciprocated. I gifted this individual. I wouldn't have to be sincere, but because she did first to me. I mean, that was the peace and love I was looking for. I cherished it so much. I wanted it to continue, so I had to gift her too. This individual collected the gift, thanked me, even made funny sounds like, like she appreciated it. It was just a pretense. She did not use it. I never knew, not until she returned it back to me after so many months, like 8 good months, if I'm not mistaken. And this action wowed everybody. Who does that? Let me just tell you why she returned the gift. After the caution of my employer to her, and she became nice, which gave birth to all the giftings. But because this individual could not give what she don't have, all those show of love to me never lasted. It was all a mirage. She became mean again, and this time around, it was double of how she used to be. Miraculously, again, my employer increased my salary without her knowledge. And this individual reduced it when she got to know, saying I wasn't qualified for an increment. This really hurt me because that was just a show of wickedness. I reached out to my employer and an instruction was given to return back my increment immediately. And it was returned. The wickedness was too much that my failure gives her joy and my tears makes her happy. The hate was too much. I don't even know this individual from nowhere, yet she hated me like we've had issues outside the company. Then I decided to stop wishing her good because all she wished me was bad. All the goods I kept to myself. All the good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, all the goods, hey, I kept to myself. Despite her being higher positioned than me, madam, I refuse to give out those good salutations. After all, they are mine. I give to whosoever I wanted. This action of mine really got to her, and she reported me to our employer, the owner of the company. I must tell you, he did not treat it with seriousness, and this added to her grievances towards me. The next day, she came to work alongside the gift I gave to her long time ago. Stay tuned to know what happened after she returned the gift. DM me if you want your own story to be told, either as an employer or an employee. Your story could be an encouragement to someone passing through same. Subscribe, comment, like and share. Love you. Let love lead. Love is the greatest. Bye for now.